Hey guys, what's up? How we all doing? Thought I'd jump into a 10-minute rapid arena. I don't know how the brain's working right now. I dumped a load of rapid points. Okay, Vienna. Okay, Vienna, we go this. And F5. And now we're in kind of Kruger territory, although they haven't brought their thingy out. Horse, that's the word. Now, we haven't got to worry about Queen H5 check because of G6. So, this is all good. And what you'll notice now, Mr. Vienna player ain't got a clue. Ain't got a clue what's going on here. Right? Now, if they take here, this is fine. If they'd taken the pawn on F5, we'd have had D5 defended twice. They've not. I'm going to put the question to this bishop because I think takes and queen takes is fine by me. And now, if I take on there, suddenly that queen is looking, you know, and if this bishop's there, do you know what I mean? Okay, this is a good move. Also attacking the queen, attacking c7. I have two options, of which I think I'm going to go for queen d8. That is good. And that's just a classic Vienna-y move, isn't it? Oh, crikey. Is that mate in two? Huh. Well, well, well. So, interesting, to say the least. Okay. I think I'm just going to play this with a straight bat. And again, I'm going to go for the move that my opponent just tried to swing again. Okay, so c3 stops that idea. This, I've got d4. That's okay though. Let's do that. d4 takes, bishop takes, threatening b2 and putting pressure on here as well. So that's okay. Let's do this with the threat of bishop g4. Right, he doesn't want any part of that. Okay, if I was to castle, I'd have to deal with this. So I'm thinking I'm just going to swing my knight around instead, actually. I've hung the pawn. Okay. Right, but this, yes. Oh no, this he's got bishop takes. So I think what we do is we let the pawn come on, and then g6, yeah? I've got queen there. Let's try that. Bit of that. That might do. The old Napoleon attack. There takes, I've got takes. Yeah. Here, bishop takes just loses a bishop. Am I afraid of this pawn coming on though? Don't think so. This is nice. There is defended only once. Okay, so let's swing this knight around to here. So then I've got two knights looking at g4. I know I'm playing this like a blitz. So I'm under 1500 now, thanks to Vicky R, who may or may not have been a good sport. Knight in here doesn't bother me, I don't think. This is defended by the queen. If I could attack it again, that'd be good. But yeah, I have this actually. Oh, right, yeah, it's just traded. This. But at least, you know, that bishop's no longer a threat, eh? If this knight moves, I've got queen tension, which might be okay. Bishop here is still playable, threatening just to take the pawn. So if he moves his knight, where's he going to move his knight? He can't go there, there, Not really there. Yeah, there you go. So he's weaseling his way out of that. I've got to be careful not to undefend this knight. This is currently hanging. My light square bishop is poor. I'll put my queen here. He can just do that, can't he? Takes. That's okay, actually. That is okay. Maybe queen d7 is the quickest way. No, it's got to be bishop first, doesn't it? If I take, bishop takes, queen takes, I win. So I've got currently 1, 2. Not really. At least now we've connected the rookie rooks, and also g5. Sorry, rook g5, rook a g8. That might be a thing. And of course I've just undefended my knight. There you go, like a wally. So we know which way this is going, guys. But it's okay. Was Hardar Male a good sport? Yes, indeed. Okay, playing a 1781 now. And we have a Yanish against the Spanish. Okay, accepted. You always push and harass the knight. When the knight moves, queen h5 check is on. Okay. So here, I know in the Rousseau it's queen e7. I'm going to get in d5. I've got a hunch about that. I think I had a game the other day where it said no, 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 no. Okay, this is fine. Now I take this b. I've got a big old centre here. Right. Here, pawn takes. So I think it's got to be this. At least the knight's blocking the f pawn in case of this. And now I've still got queen e7. This is fine. If he takes, I can take back with the knight. Still got a reasonable pawn centre. Now maybe I should have pinned, actually. That was a bit of a knee jerk, wasn't it? Right, if I pin, takes, queen blocks, trade queens, that's okay. So if he fails to strike now, I get to castle, and that's fine. I might also bugger up his pawns here, get rid of this guy, leave his pawns like that. Okay, I've got this. Yeah, because he moved his knight, didn't he? Moved his bleeding knight, didn't he? Right, this guy's defended by the bishop, which vexes me. Alright, there's nothing for it. I'm just going to have to give up that bish. I am just rushing my moves. Right, I'm a piece down, so I don't really want to go trading. Now, we've all got horrible pawns. I've got one extra, but he's got a bishop. This is good though, if I can get that in. Ugh. Piece down for a pawn. How are we feeling about this? Is the knight safe in defending that? If we're going to punk our opponent here, queen here, I mean that just drops a pawn. In fact, the pawn's attacked twice anyway, isn't it? So I'm going to defend my pawn. It might come here. The idea is about attacking that, but I'm a bit screwed. There's a check, actually. That wins a pawn, right? Sorry about the wind noise, if you can hear that. It's I've got my window open and it's blowy as outside. So, you know, okay. You want to win this, do you? I think that's resignable, to be honest. I don't really want to grind that out, do you? Okay, got a 1432. Okay. And it's time to roll out the secret weapon. I may explain this in another video, but this is what I'm looking at actually for my new course. This is the Lasca-Dun attack against the Sicilian, and what's interesting about it is that you can play the same first moves all the time. What do you think so far? I've lost the pawn. But I haven't, have I? Huh. One for everybody's checklist. Did my opponent just do something bloody stupid? Okay, I can attack this. Takes. I just push on from here. The bishop can come in with check. I can just move out of the way. There's no queen g3 mate, so I'm okay with that. I could let him take and just recapture with a knight though, but then that hangs this pawn. So I'm going to push on. I think that's the safest bet right now. And maybe that was just a kamikaze attack by opponent, I'm not sure. Slovakia. So I've had a lovely weekend so far. I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend. Went over to my lady's house yesterday, seeing as my van got fixed. It's got through its MOT. Cost me an arm and a leg. Okay, but now what? Seriously. And look at, we've got a wide open board. I've got an IQP, isolated queen's pawn, but opponent is just nowhere, right? Okay, before I just knee-jerk, but I mean, it's defensive. At least I'm putting junk in the way. The king, but this knight wants to come like this. That's okay. I'll defend this pawn. Not that anyone's attacking it, it's alright. This I quite like. You can always come back to e3, just be a tall pawn for a bit. Yeah, whatever. Pairing the knights up. Pretty secure. That bishop's not defended, and queen a4 would pin this knight. If f6, I'm happy with that. Happy. Bishop e3, like we said. And these, you know, he's... should really be castling your king at some point, shouldn't you, son? What do we think about g5? I haven't got this, but if queen d2 I do. Okay, let's just keep the knight out. That is now a poor knight. These guys are still paired, that's okay. Queen d2, and then I do have this. That forces material off, you know. Okay. You're giving up your bishops. Okay, right. If queen takes, the knight hangs, so there we go. Fair enough. I still don't have that, but rook c1. You think rook c1? I think this, just force material off. I'm up. I've got 2 bishops. He's got 1. This, are you going to do that? I don't believe it. Yeah, whatever. Attacking this. Rook ac1. Rook fe1. Threat of that. And yeah, I know, isn't it? Okay, let's pin the knight, first of all. Okay, let's do this. And my pieces are just lush. Okay. This is definitely a soft target. So what about like that? He does this. I've got queen here, check. Forces the king back. Win that pawn. Check. Cock. Hangs. Attacks. Yeah, brain's just not on the job. I mean, this pawn still hangs. I've got to do something. I don't really want to give him the open file. Fuck it, you can have the pawn. Keep the pawn. It's on the house. That knight was a really good knight, though. Okay, so I've got to take here, yes? Queen in, we are unconcerned, or is that perpetuality? I can block with the bishop, actually. Or I could just take the queen. What? Okay, he's took that pawn, that's fine. Live with that. Okay, I think I just drop back. Tell the queen to vacate the premises. Queen u1 check. I can block with the bishop, defended by the queen. So he's got 2 more pawns than I've got. Okay, if I check you, what are you going to do? I like the fact I've got this open file and it's covering... Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Blunders, guys. That's all it is. Flow, flow, flow. You're going to play the French, are you? Well, well, well. Now, can I remember what to play next? Can I buggery? This move comes, but it's not now. Here, check, does this. Then I do that? It's not check, hits the queen. And the point is the queen can't block now. So I might get this for free. He's going to block with a minor piece, yes? Then I have knight f3 with tempo for free. I'm a pawn down. But it doesn't really feel like it, does it? And there's no pawns in the D&E files. Blunders, blunders, Benjamin. Okay, try again. It's not much of a check, is it? This g6 on f6 on knight f6. This maybe. If knight f6, I take the knight, and it's pawn damage time. There you go. So this, I think, that was worth doing. This bishop's still pinned. Can I come back here? Maybe there's a threat of this. This go on the queen and. Threatening c7. I don't think that's really a threat, but pawn takes. That's a lot to give away. Oh, it's not, is it? Look, because this pawn's overworked, right? It's the only defender of that because this is pinned, so that's not defending that at all. So that's a free pawn. If pawn takes, this knight falls. How about rook d1? This isn't great. He's got too many ways to block. Right, material is equal. This is a bit of a fork, isn't it? And the only way out of it is to put your bishop straight back where it came from. Now my bishop gets to come out with some tempage as well. Block here. Again, it's pawn damage time. Block here. Unhappy queen. But happy Benjamin. Okay, can I just snatch this? I've got a check if I want it. I'm also threatening the rook, so I think you've got to move the knight. Bishop takes knight. I could just take the bishop. Got sirens. You don't hear sirens around here very often. At least 2 vehicles as well. Gosh. What if we pin the knight? You do this, I just do this, or just take the knight. Sod it, let's do it, because I want a castle anyway. This doesn't scare us, right? We could just trade everything off. I mean, only a pawn up. But a pawn after I get to castle and centralise my rooks. And you don't. In fact, if you attack this, I've got that, right? And queen can't take because you lose the rook. And king can't take because it's not even legal. I take. King can't recapture, but oh, bishop can. Oh, he's seen it, look. You clever bastard. But what about this, though? I attack your bishop. You have to move back along that diagonal, yes? This knight's in an absolute pin. And now I'm attacking it 3 times. I think you just have to move there or there. That's out, yes? And we are swarming on you. Okay. Just a bit of this, but now you've released one of the defenders of the pinned knight. Pinned knight. It's now defended only twice and attacked 1, 2, 3. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Now I could just nuzzle the bishop and make it go here or here. Or I could just win it outright. I think we do. We could, guys, be online for a record-breaking first win in like 4 games. Okay, if I take back... you just attack the knight again. Because now, he's just lost one of the defenders, yeah? This knight's still in the pin. I attack him again. I don't even care about these pawns. You can keep the damn pawn. Here, trade, check. This is definitely bad for black. And there's me congratulating myself on beating up at 1200. But, you know, I'll take what I can get today. There's an hour and a half of utter misery left on this tournament. I think it's resignable now. He can't summon another defender. He's got 2. And to be fair, they're not the best defenders in the world. The Royal Bleeding Family! Right, here, Queen's got to take. King can't take, because it'd be in check. King can't go in here, because it'd be in check. King can't go there, because it'd be in check. So there. Queen takes, Queen takes Queen. Mate. That was alright. That was alright. Okay, and now we've got a 1400. Oh, I've got 2 wins. How did I get 2 wins? Did I get 2 wins? Play a Charlick. Uh-oh. E3. Yep, usually. This. Okay. Right, that blocks the D file. So, idea number 1 is... but at least this knight's in a pin, so maybe knight E5? Knight E5? I'm attacking this bishop, he can recapture with C, but this is still in a pin. And he's now got 2 minor pieces on the open D file. He's got 1 minor piece on the open D file. Takey, takey. Takes. Tension. Right, is it H5 or is it knight F6? We'll go knight F6 because potential of annoyance here. Huh. Well, fortunately, he can't move again with tempo. Okay, I think I'll take with the queen, yes? Because then we've got a checkmate threat, so only F4 or G3. Neither of which he's going to like playing. Or that's, yes, yeah, absolutely, fair point, well made, sir. Okay, how about this? The queen's undefended. Okay, G8. Here. Yeah, that's annoying. This the old sideways knight maneuver. Yeah, okay, G8. Pin this pawn now. Also attack him twice. Now what you're going to do, because you can't defend. I've just got rook takes, isn't it? I mean, knight takes comes with a disco threat, doesn't it? Rook takes it feels active. Dislodging this knight is the general plan, so maybe knight takes, then I've got maybe an idea of that, but maybe not. Okay, solid rook takes, let's go. Ah, yeah. No, I can't annoy that knight. I can play this though. Queen defends. You go here. Got this. Rook there. I've got... yeah, could have, you know, calculated a little bit further. At least I can block with a bishop. Right, I'm pissing pawns now. Okay, it's all I can think about now. Okay, he could take with a bishop. And that attacks the knight. Bugger it. I'm playing shite today. Right. Equal material, believe it or not. Okay. I've actually got an extra bishop and he's got like loads of pawns. Can't play rook there because queen takes. Oh. Take, obviously rook takes. I run away. Queen here. I don't think I need to be doing that. He takes, I have to take with this, but then at least he hasn't got rook e1 because it's mate. I've just got pawn takes. So queen takes g2 somehow would be mate as well, so he's got to be a bit careful now. Again, you haven't got rook e1. And I can't move my bishop, it's in an absolute pin. Okay, this... Ah! Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Okay, bishop c5 check. Or just queen here. Get the queen in close. Queen there, check. He's got a choice of 3. There, I don't think he can take. Get my queen onto the light complex. So I might be able to pair up with the bishop. Okay, he hasn't got rook d1 check. So if I take here, takes, king goes here, queen goes here. Or h5, h4, which is the slow approach. I'd love to play this. Is rook g5 ridiculous? Let's find out. Bishop c5, check, mate. That's mate, because the queen cuts off everything else. I don't want to push that pawn at all. Here, yeah, you've got another check. Oh no, you haven't. Queen covers. I think you're out of checks, son. You are, and that is checkmate, so you've got to be very careful now. Queen blocks is the only legal move, yes? Okay. I'm rated number 49 out of 2,000? Doesn't make sense. Well, look, getting back up to 1,500 would be fine by me. Andres. Right. Interestingly, what's known as the England Gambit was invented by Mr. Charlick, not Mr. England, I believe. Got that from reading Michael's book the other day, which is excellent book. Okay, same again. What I like about this is that white doesn't know what the fuck's going on by this point. He ain't got a clue. Hasn't got a Scooby. This attacks the Pins Knight, but what we don't like is this move. So I think I'm going to throw this one in. Okay, let's do this. I think we can do this. Happy with this? And now the double attack is on. The whack attack. There. Knight takes, I take queen. You recapture the rook, I move my bishop. Happy days. Knight takes. Or king. I mean, king takes is... Oh no, knight takes drops the queen as well. Okay, here. You recapture, I think we just trade, right? Screw up the old pawns. You've got to. Yeah, exactly. I'm trading. I don't care. I'm trading. I've got this. With check is generally the way to go. Now, material's actually equal. But who's your money on? Undefended, undefended. Yes, no. No. And technically the rook is defended. We've got 1, 2, 3, many targets. Okay, now what we look for is geometry. And I can't see anything. But let's start with a check anyway. Starting to feel like the old brain's starting to go round a little bit now. Okay. Haven't got that. Don't worry. There are limits to my stupidity. Let's see if he wants to trade off his only active rook. Do I want to bring my knight? Yeah, kind of like that. Okay. That hangs f7. Let's just drop back then, yeah? This is now attacked twice. And the rook's only defended by the knight, so if I... Pawn takes, got this. Bishop takes... Okay. I think that wins the bishop. It certainly does. I think that wins a rook. No, it doesn't. Haha. I'd like to put double on that. Okay, how about this then with a fourchette? Bastard! I missed that. Well, I don't care. I'm still going to go trading down. Shut it. Go on, take that. I dare you. I double dare you. Mother figure. Okay. Defended, defended isn't. So I'm attacking that. And these pawns are a big, big old weakness. Well, I've got to move carefully now. I am up. Right, my pawns are very nice. Very nice. Look, lovely pawns, all at home. Being good boys. King has to go on the back rank. There, he has to go here. And I win a pawn, yes? Now I win the pawn. Got this. Neither of those is defended. The rook is, but we're almost at the point where I could trade the queen for a rook. But that might be a bit foolish. But I like the fact I've got 3-on-1 on the king side, isn't it? Oh, more pawns. Gobble, gobble, gobble. So, you know, we had a few little warm-ups. That's what's going on. We had a few little warm-up games. Yeah, you can technically take that. I'll give you that. Yeah, you don't want to push b6 there, because again, bishop could take... Well, it couldn't take it for very long, could it, to be honest? Okay, now we're well up. 3-on-1 and 2-on-0 on the queen side. Okay, I'll have that free stuff. That's alright, isn't it? That's not too bad. So how are we doing in the old contest? I'm on a streak of 3. 3 out of 7. So we had 4 losses, but that's just, you know, just loosening up. Just loosening. 1495. We'll go Blackmar Gambit. Go Blackmar Dima Gambit. We'll go Von Popiel Gambit. Happy days. See, the normal routine in situations like this is to recapture with the knight with development, but what's nice about this is that bishop's undefended, and so is that pawn. And we all know what to do now. We're going to go and attack this. So I've been pumping out a lot of shorts as well recently, guys. Yeah, let me know if you like them. Okay, this is check and he's forced here. And that ain't pretty. I think I just win the rook. Don't I? Win the rook. Actually for free. Queen can't even take. Look at that. And knight can't take because it's pinned. Oh! Okay. Look up the dictionary definition of it sucked to be you. Here, hitting the bishop. I want to extract the horse. But where can I extract him to? It's got to be there. I ain't afraid of no queen. And then the knight can come here. Okay. That also just pens the queen in because he's got nothing. Yeah, he's got some bishops. Fair enough. But this is defended by the LSB. And I can now withdraw Her Majesty, who is a pretty nice girl. That's actually a pin. So now what? Now what do you do? G5. And I'm thinking maybe this. Well, I mean, my queen can't come in. But this is the kind of chessing we like, isn't it? Isn't it? Still under attack, so's that. Okay, well, we just have to trade off. Bishop can't take because this bishop falls, so it's going to be knight takes. I'm up 6 materials. Okay, suit yourself. Right, I just need to remember not to lose. And these bishops are somewhat on the aggressive side. I could go over after the light squares. Here? Yeah, I think so. I want to get the horse out. I've got a checkety doodah. This doesn't enforce the horse. This is okay, he'll probably go to g6. And then... I'm thinking we'll just do this. He doesn't want to trade. I think he's going to put his rook here. With ideas of discovery. Way ahead of your son. Okay, now short castles, and this guy's in a pin. It's all about the tactics. Okay. Right, come on, you've got 7.5 minutes. Don't just go spaffing moves. Here it looks nice because I attacked the bishop. So where are you going to go now? I can recapture with a horse too. I'm up a full rook and a pawn. And you've just taken the bishop, okay. I can take yours, you get a pawn. I do that, you do that. I think the bishop pair is more important right now. On a wide open board like this, that's pinned. So that pawn's not defending that. Here. Let's try and remove the rook. I'm +5 for goodness sake. Stop being such a pussy. Okay, just this. Come on. Get the knights in the centre. I think that wins, doesn't it? This pawn's in a pin when the knight moves. Resign. And we chalk up another win to the Popiel Gambit. Right, how are we doing now? Streak of 4. So I've won 4 out of 8. Right, call this the decider. This is a game of 2 halves, isn't it? Oh, Hatmuk from Turkey. Zanimzovic defense. Yeah, I know. I used to play this. Right, that cuts off. Okay. I'm going to replace it with a pawn of my own. I'm not worried about the queen coming out. I'm not really worried about the bishop coming out either. So, how did we start this? Started at 1486, is that right? Did I start at 1486? No, I didn't. It was only a couple of games ago. Okay. Well, you're not taking that, son, are you? So, let's bring this out just to defend this nice dark squared centre. I think c3 will come at some point. Bishop d3 might come. I can always recapture with this. That also allows me to castle, and we're taking advantage of the fully open f-file. Because he's given up his f-pawn now. Yeah, whatever. Okay, takes, queen takes, does give up that pawn. But then so does takes, pawn takes, so I think, okay. So let's just play c3, okay. And I want a castle soon. I'm not too worried about queen h4 check. Obviously it's not playable now, but if takes and queen h4 check, I have g3, defended by the queen. Okay, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. Okay. I have this, but he just blocks with bishop e7. I don't want to take this rook off the f file, so I can't really do that. I can put my knight in, I suppose, but then that cuts the knight off. Knight, let's threaten this though. Okay, all right, you've talked me into it. Fair enough. How do you defend this pawn? Well, you can't do it with a horse. You can only do it with the king or the queen, exactly. Right? Now this still hangs the knight, so you've got to be careful about that. An exchange sack is temptation for sure right now. Well, it's not it's exchange for pawn, so I think I just want to develop this knight. Probably just okay. All right, now that's fine by me. Do I want to come here, here, here? Yeah. Go on. Nice. I mean, this is your dream, isn't it? If you play any of these kind of advanced variations. And he's gone long. The boy's gone long. He certainly has. Okay, threat. Knight g6, forking queen and rook. Also attacking this, defended only by the queen. Not really. There you go. Okay. No, it's just, you know, casually attacking this pawn. It's defended by the knight, though. Fine. This knight is defended by two pieces, okay? Knight takes pawn, queen takes knight, almost forced. Queen takes knight, we win a pawn. Am I wrong? This knight is also in a pin. Oh, he's plus... How is he plus 2? Oh, he's plus 2 materials because I haven't taken the knight back yet. Okay. So, I'm a pawn up, but key thing is it's a passed pawn. This is my extra pawn, and he's not far from glory in it. Right, what I'm less happy about is my bishop stuck behind my pawn chain, but in a way so's his. Because his bishop can't go here or here or here or here either. So it feels like, well, what? Explain. I don't understand. Neither of us has got a great bishop, but I might have this looking at that, and that's an important square. Right, bishop a3, okay. Calm down. Keep him on the light squares. This horse is going to flip around here. This bishop's going to go here. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. You can take that. I've got king takes. You are still a pawn down against the stronger player. Okay. King to e2, absolutely. Guards the penetration squares. Maybe penetration isn't the word. Infiltration? Okay, where are you going? Possibly there. I could de-encouragize that idea. Let's de-encouragize that idea, okay. Right, don't see the point of that exactly. But we're attacking the rook now on f8. He should stay on the f file. I have this. Can the knight move with check? And the answer is yes. So we've got to be slightly careful about this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and trade the knights off, because I'm looking at this now. Knight takes, and the rook still can't come in, because all of these squares are guarded. Attacking this pawn. Attacking the knight. Am I also threatening this? Not really, because I am notice that the long knight's move is a knight forkable, you know, pattern. Key question. Which is the better piece, that knight or that bishop? I think the knight. And now I have the open file. And I have the passed pawn. And that hangs, and I should have taken it on the previous turn. But I didn't, because I'm a wally. So what are you going to do? Defend the pawn? Or miss the threat? I'm now up 2 pawns. Which 2 pawns are they? D and E. The most important pawns on the board. Okay, let's go here and attack this. I'm now looking for patterns between these. Okay, if takes. I think I just come here, right? Takes, save pawn takes, and defended. That's okay. And again, look, my king is guarding the... Well, okay, well done. Well, no, yeah, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. This... Okay, I might as well just snatch the pawn. Okay, I'm up 1 pawn. Centralise the knight. Right, I want this pawn. I think that's my key to success here. That's the keys to the kingdom, isn't it? It's also stuck on a light square. So if this... let's do this. He could block with the bishop. But now how do you defend the pawn? A king can't go there or there. That's the only annoying... Okay. Right, win the pawn. The check does not bother me. I'd like to play rook here. There's no check there. He comes here, I can still move up, I guess. Okay. Where's he check now? Where is it? Okay, my rook now defends both of the rearmost pawns, okay? Okay, I think we're going to move the knight in. Try and put it centralised onto a light square where it controls only dark squares and where the bishop can't hurt it. And that's the final blunder. You resign now. You can come here. No, he can't. Not if I put the knight there. Ha ha! Okay, no rush at all. I've got this because the knight defends g3, yes. Just push. d5, we've got rook d4. King here. I don't need to keep off the dark squares anymore anyway. Okay, block that. defends. Shut it. Suit yourself. I can sacrifice my rook for a pawn now. I ain't even bothered. Okay. Wherever he goes, he's going to have... He's got at least 5... He's got plenty of squares. And there we go. And we will call that one a day. Right. How many? Let's just check out my profile because... look at that. Tournament. 4 losses, 5 wins. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to review these and I'm going to look for any sexy tactics to add to my collection, which is now over 2,050, I think. But yeah, putting up my shorts every day. So, I mean, that was good. I mean, there's some good fun. Felt like a bit like a Simon Williams Title Tuesday, didn't it? You know, it's like a couple of warm-up games and then pull out some reasonable tactics. But yeah, maybe it would have been nice to just chop off the first 4 games and look like a hero. But so how did we? I started. So I finished, okay, after the first game I dropped below 1500 and I got back up to 1505. So probably nothing lost, nothing gained. But at least I'm back over 1500 on Rapid. So, all good fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you later.